And hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Miyogi. Welcome back to some more of Tokyo Xtreme Racer 3. So before we actually get started, I have a little bit of a confession to share with you guys here. The confession being, I actually did some recordings last night of the latest part of TXR3. So evidence to that is that when we go to the rival list, we got a +1 on Glory Days and Dilla Speed, and I guess a +1 as well with Breathless, and an extra Wanderer is out. I was actually saving that for the actual footage, so all of you could benefit on the new clarification. That clarification being is with this boy, this little fast boy right here, which is Shocking White Dog and his Toyota Vitz. Profile. Okay, so yeah, Toyota Vitz, RS Total National Domination. His requirement is that, according to the old guide, is that you need to clear Nagoya to get him to spawn, which actually is not the case. For you to be able to spawn Shocking White Dog, actually, you just need to clear at least one of the 3 main cities. So it doesn't matter if it's Nagoya, it doesn't matter if it's Osaka or Tokyo. As long as one of them has been cleared, Shocking White Dog automatically spawns in on the Nagoya Expressway, so which is a good thing. Alright, so not much is to say, but I would just like to say the acceleration of his Vitz can easily rival that of a vehicle with a engine swap. And speaking of engine swaps, on that topic, we are already beyond the requirement of the engine swap. And I already had the engine swap equipped on my vehicle right now. Because last time you saw me that I was at 599 horsepower. And now, I am now up to 692 horsepower on this newly modified, or more like engine swapped V6 NA. So, to those actually asking the question on the last premiere, if I am going to go for the turbo, for the non-turbo, if I was gonna go for the L6, and this is basically your answer. And if you actually don't believe me, come on, let's just go to the tuning, not the mufflers. Let's go to engine change, and you see right there, that is the engine that I got equipped. Also, actually, this means that we got access now to the L6 turbo, which is the requirement of the Flame Boy in Osaka. So before we actually go to fight him, we need to hunt down this big black boy, which I will confess again, on my recording last night, he kinda pissed me off so much. And I'm not even kidding. So wait, just to be sure, I'm saved. Yeah, we're gonna save our current state right here, just to be safe. Yeah, shame that some of the vehicles that we did fight are already cleared off. But there were just some grunt units, okay? But Shocking White Dog is partially, well, shocking. Okay. I've been saying this on the last recording as well, but I'm going to repeat it for you guys' sake. So, there's a bit of some confusion with regards to the Higashimeihan. And people are partly saying it is because of the localization's fault. People are saying it's on the coding's fault. But to clear the air for all of you guys, this is how it actually is. So, let's say our center point is Maeki of the Kanjo. Right side is the East Higashimeihan, as dictated by the arrow there. So, wait. You saying east, yeah, it's heading east, but that means your starting point is the west. So what gives? There's an easier way to actually go about this. So, starting at Maeki, if you're gonna do a counterclockwise direction, which is starting at the east side, that is actually East Higashimeihan. So anything that says East Higashimeihan on the rival list is counterclockwise. While if your starting point is on the West Higashimeihan, because look, it kind of doesn't make sense. You're right to the west and you're going back to the center. If your starting point is the West Higashimeihan, you are to call it better off as the clockwise. So the east or the west of the Higashimeihan routes are more normally stating on the starting ramps. So if we go, for example, Dilla Speed is on the west, so you're gonna start on the west side. Purple Bullet is on the east, so we're gonna start on the east side. Okay, so I hope that actually clears the air for everyone, even for me. I honestly did think it was really confusing at first, but well, okay. That case is already closed. Let's just go and find our big black boy in the West Higashimeihan while clearing some other people off. So we're gonna start at Manba out. And this is like the 4th time that I've been doing this. Alright, so normally, based on our progression last time, the first person we get to face is a S13. But now, our first person that we get to face is this box-type Lancer, Dancing Lips. Alright, I just hope this time there is no frame rate drop. My CP performance is low. And I actually found out the reason of my last recording. I was actually following some other streams of a couple of my friends, and that kind of ate up a lot of the CPU performance and the recording itself. But now, I'm not even connected to the net when I did this recording. And well, hopefully the video's performance will be much better. And to other content creators watching out there, never use the pause button, no BS. That is doomsday for your footage. Whoa, doomsday! Oh my god, oh my god. Okay. Speaking of, okay. Oof. Alright. Anyway, so that's that. Now we're going to enter the ramps. And... no. Up. There. A little bit of frame drop there, but no biggie. Well, at least it's not as bad as before. In my, you know, when I was doing it back in stage 1 in my old system, like it dropped. I would take a Celica. I would take a from 60 down to 45 frames instead of 60 down to 25 frames. And hey, did I just... That is a massive wang on that Celica. Oh my god, is that wing even legal? Well, I would say his Celica's looking pretty stylish. So air refresh, that was a refreshing look. That was the first time I see a wang that huge. And I think the Celica is the only one that gets rights to that big ass wang. And I'm seeing actually a certain pattern to Dela Speed. They're like the big wang gang. And if that is the case, if we're gonna look at things objectively as far as these characters are concerned, it kind of means that whoa! Ow! See, that's what I also mean. Oh god. Okay, see, this is what I meant when I said that the Higashimeihan is very dangerous, and it's a good thing that he was just the second. We can simply how can we put this? Yeah, let's just load our progression once more. Okay, and we're gonna do those boys again. Minus the chitter chatter from the beginning. Okay, so again with this black square boy. So I'm gonna cut like right after we get to air refresh. So be right back. Okay, I was actually looking for the Celica, but I ended up bumping into this guy. Alright, so this guy's from Breathless, and he is rough feeling in a Gembala. You know what? It's a mouthful to call it Gembalas. I would rather call it the Boxsters. Because technically it is a Porsche Boxster base model. Just with 500 horsepower on top of that Boxster instead of 290 or 250. Boy. Oh my god. Ooh, should not get close, up close and personal to that high ace. That's really gonna give me a rough feeling. At least he manages that crash better than I did. Yeah, I'm really starting to hate driving on the Higashimeihan at this rate. Like them pockets, and the fact that we're kind of losing some should perform. Okay, thank God. So hopefully the next guy is air refresh again. We got a bone to pick with his big ass wang. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh! Ow, ow, ow. Already! West number 5, this early? But I'll actually take it if ever we get to face off with him earlier than expected. And okay, so we're a little bit on the lead. 2, 1. I'm gonna be dirty on this, guys. I'm sorry. I need to be dirty. I need to be a dirty boy. Oh god, he's inducing frame drops on me. Like, another confession time while we beat his big black ass. West number 5 gave me tons of troubles on my last recording. Because that time, I had to contend with 10 other rivals, including team leaders, just to get his big black ass to spawn. And I did not want that, I did not like that. That was the most horrifying and pain-instaking experience I've had in my TXR lifetime. God. God. No, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me! Okay, we're close to the junction. Hopefully my SP stays long enough until we get close to him. Because I swear, No, you stay right there, mister. I don't want to deal with you anymore. I am going back to the garage right after this. Yeah, that's right. Talk dirty to me, West number 5. That is for last night. After everything we've done last night, I am glad I got to beat you in one shot right now. And I have to thank that high ace as well. And on that note, I am jumping back to the garage. Added cars, West Corvette, 600 flat horsepower V6 with, wow, that displacement. Alright, yeah, I'm definitely saving because this is way better than the outcome of last time. Okay, so we've accomplished one of our main missions, and it's get West number 5 out in the open. And I am so happy. I'm so happy I didn't need to be that troubled any more than I need to be. I would say his Corvette is looking pretty hot, pretty sexy. If ever I'm going to do a memorial battle against West number 5, I'm gonna do it in fair game once we are full tuned. Because on the state that we are in, yeah, with the engine swap, we can reach up to 210 miles per hour, but our suspension settings, not to mention that we came from 2 other races, it kinda made us a little more too wobbly for our own good, so that's a big problem. Alright, but let's look at his profile. Tetsuya Inamura, Chief Mechanic like a ninja. The chief mechanic of West Corvette Racing team, he proactively participates in the battles. He is one of Nagoya's strongest teams and Wanderer, who does not battle anyone with a low maximum speed. His battle strategy of silently creeping up an opponent from behind in a black machine that blends into the darkness is truly ninja-like move. I would agree! And if ever you are wondering what is his requirement, you need to have a battle speed of 130 miles per hour. And I say that is already false information because look at our battle speed. Battle speed kind of also dictates our average speed. 125 miles is our current battle speed right now, and the game dictates it needs to be on 130 question mark. So maybe drop it down to 120 miles per hour, which is basically 200 kilometers. But I am glad it's done that way. Now we can traverse through everyone else with ease. Speaking of ease, let's double check on our other required rivals in the clockwise. So clockwise, we only got West number 5, Cram Instructor, and Shocking White Dog. So Cram Instructor requires an FF vehicle. So we're going to... Nah. We're gonna clear everyone else first before we deal with Wanderers, okay? That is the golden rule. So now that he is out, now that West number 5 is out and we duly saved, we're gonna go and clean house. So there's only one pending Wanderer and everyone else is just a team rival. Yeah, not a team rival, but a team racer. So we're gonna maximize the capacity of this V6 engine and do a bit of some comparisons while we drive along. Okay. It actually screams much higher than our standard engine. Don't get me wrong, that's actually a good thing. And Morning Beat, by the way, is in a Starlet-like machine. It kind of resembles the Starlet Turbo, if you remember your Gran Turismo 2 correctly. Again, as always, be careful. Be careful in the Higashimeihan. Do not bake yourself into any of the faces of these enemies right here. Alright, another one cleared. There's one right at the end there, and one more that we need to clear off and grind the sides. Also, do note, it peaks a bit on Gear 3, so be careful with that, especially if you already have shop tires. And, oh, Shocking White Dog is back. Alright. This is just a one-time, okay? This is just a one-time. I'm gonna show you Shocking White Dog's performance since we didn't get to see it last time. And it's fortunate that we get to face him off again. Right. On our end, Gear 2 is dangerous. It's too peaky. Ow! God, no. I'm losing stability. Losing stability, that's bad. Alright, so Shocking White Dog's acceleration is relatively good, and by the sound of it, I think he is housing a L6, the RB28. By the way, the RB28 is not an actual thing, but you know, it's like an RB25, RB26 stroke up to 2.8 liters instead of 2.5. Ah! And he's dead. Thank the Bork. Well, because he's a dog and all. Anyway. Alright, so now that we got him out of the way, looks like our next target is just all alone by himself in this part of the Higashimeihan. Now hopefully, as soon as we clear him, we can enter the next pit stop. Look, I am not comfortable with all the swaying that my Z is doing. This is the weight in action. And finally, the big The big boy with the big wang. Seriously, that wang still feels illegal for me. Okay, now we go. Alright, a little bit of some frame drops there. 5 FPS. No. He's an all-wheel drive boy. I don't want him to catch up. Right. Okay, cool. Careful. Don't stand so close to me, Air Refresh. You cannot debate me with your big wang. It's just big, but it's not hot. Okay, clear. Alright, we're just gonna take a peek on the very edge of the Higashimeihan on which other rivals are around. If they're all green or not much at all, we're gonna jump back to the garage. That's just one. I think we could take him, but we need to enter the pits first so that when we come out, we're in striking distance. Hopefully there's a pit lane, a pit stop on the next junction. Okay, this is a problem because we're housing too much power. Our diseased body cannot handle it so well. I think this is where reinforcement comes into play. I bet. I don't know. So we are gonna go down to Kusunoki. Going to the Higashimeihan brings us to the east. Okay, so we got Burning Heart in an R32. Okay, 2, 1. GTR boy with a big lead. Not big anymore. He's just big. And I hope he stays at the back, stays behind. We're good. Oh, okay, that's guaranteed already. Thank you. Yeah, Burning Heart's not gonna catch up anymore. This is a sure win. And this is the only part of the Higashimeihan that is guaranteed to be very straight. And oh! Team leader in an A70 Supra, Wind Walker. So, maybe it's easy for us to deduce now that Glory Days is a team comprised of old machines. It's like they live on to, well, and I quote, the Glory Days. No! You dick! That was a dick move. He was really pushing me into a high ace right there. I'm not gonna approve of that. Nobody should approve of that. Okay, and you see what I'm doing is that every time I turn, I slightly tap off the gas to switch lanes. And if it calls for it, grind a bit to the side. Okay, and now we are back at the Kanjo-sen, just in time to clear off that side. Alright, now that we got that one settled, let's jump to the garage to be safe. We got the Supra A70. It's a Supra, but it's not the kind of Supra that everybody fanboys over. And it's raining, so I think this is a good time for us to buy our front wheel drive machine to deal with the Wanderer. Rival list first. So, 1 more from Della Speed, and then 3 more from Breathless. So, but first we're going to buy our 4-wheel drive main monster. So, the best one that I could recommend Do we have any front wheels? No, they are all rears and all wheels here. You can par to par with the Cram Instructor. He's in a FTO, and the FTO is kind of like one of the strongest, 200 horsepower with almost 1200 kilos. But another suggestion that I could recommend is the Volkswagen. And that I say no, because it's heavier and less powerful. With Toyota, I think the Glanza V is super light, but it's super weak as well. The Vitz would only work best if you have the engine swap. The BB, even worse. So yeah, everyone else is rear wheel, all wheel on that one. Mazda doesn't have any. The Piazza? No, the Piazza's rear wheel drive. Vacross is definitely all wheel. Daihatsu, you gotta be a masochist to use this without an engine swap. Alright, so that leaves us with the only option of the FTO. So I'm gonna pause right here and modify this FTO to our proper standards. Okay, so not actually the best looking FTO out of the box, but I'll take it. It's just for the sake of getting Shocking White Dog out. So our usual starting point, Manba. And hopefully he is the first person that we see here. The good thing about this is that, no, that's not you. The good thing about this is that it's also a V6, so we're kind of feeling the same feeling as that of the 350Z. Look at the performance, is slightly sluggish. But we're doing fine at 173 miles. No. Also, I did not apply brakes on this one because brakes add weight to the car. I know, bad idea. Yeah, when accelerating, the V6 peaks up a bit. Ow. Please be the FTO. No, you're a Subi. Why? Anyway, at least we did a test run on the FTO. It's bad. Save first. And we're only doing that just to get the rain out of the way. No, not purchase. Do not buy another car, you dumb twat. We're switching back to Daiki Z. The only one that matters. And now that, hey, I'm liking our team, Bloody Darkness. Hey, edgy. All right, so now we're gonna take out Breathless and Della Speed. All right, I'm hoping this guy is from Della Speed. And he is! Alright, so we're gonna take Della Speed out first. That leaves us with Breathless to contend with. And Breathless is said to be the strongest team on the West Higashimeihan route. And with an entire conga line of already defeated rivals, I'd say this is easy pickings to get out of the way. So not even a GTR could stand up against us on the high speed straights anymore. We are our own monster, which is a good thing. I would confess though, I reviewed the footage of the first recording before we bought the FTO, and it's a bit, and I emphasize bit, a bit laggy, so I apologize for that one. Probably with my encoder, I need to update the software. I don't know, but at least it's still worth watching, hopefully. So now we're dealing with Planet Harmony, who's in a Corvette, and exactly right on top of the toll gates. Yes. Move. There's only room. Ow! Don't sandwich me. Don't choke me harder. Alright, and at this point, I would say that this team leader's already in the bag. We're not in a rush anymore when it comes to the days, so we can simply just go back to. We can go back to. We can go back to the garage because the two of those from Breathless are just right down there. And added car, we got the C4 Corvette. I'm liking the size of the wheels though, but I think that's the only good thing about it because I heard this vehicle cannot be dressed up. So we cannot do a knockoff West Corvette with the base Corvette. But it doesn't actually matter much, if you ask me. So going back to Manba, just to clear out now, Breathless. Breathless, I thought Breathless was a Subaru eccentric team, but the moment I saw the Gimbala, I beg to differ otherwise. It's mostly comprised of Subis, yes, but not entirely. They also got some wagons, they also got the Gimbala, and I heard that their team leader is in a GTO. So first off is Gibson. Hopefully it's not Mel Gibson. And then the other one's just right up there. I hope we finish before the junction. Yeah, we're easily hitting 190s flat, and I like it. I like it like that. No, I don't think we're gonna hit the toll gate at this rate. Yep, that's already the pits, and this is already the junction. No, to the side. Yes. And that takes care of him. Yeah, the only problem now when there's only one team left on the Higashimeihan is that everybody is so scattered that sometimes you either have to wait it out or you can just simply, go in reverse and find it. Hey, how's it going? So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Ow! I'm gonna go against traffic and fight him myself. Only if this high ace gets out of the... Oh no! Oh, thank God he has brains. Yep. Another way to practice slalom racing. Oof. Not what I had in mind, but okay. Just one more corner and we get to smack face first. Oh my God. Ow! Triple whammy! Painful! Absolute pain! Okay, so another all-wheel drive. Oh, a chaser! I didn't expect this from Breathless. So you got a Toyota Chaser now. Dramatic poster. Ow! Like, the only solace about this is the fact that it happens before the toll gate. And like I said, if you're gonna beat the guys here on Nagoya, you gotta beat them smart. Find the easiest way. It's not always about bronze and skills. You gotta think with your head. And sometimes the only way to think with your head in these places is challenge them in starting ramps that they do not like, they do not want. I think that's on about everyone that we're gonna get out. And just to double check, yup, one more, and then Breathless Leader appears. And yep, that kind of looks like GTO if I've ever seen one, or an RX-7. So that leaves us with Erudition Uchi. And profile, yeah, the fastest team in the Kanjo outer clockwise loop. They never forget their pride as the fastest team, and those who forget are promptly expelled? Wow! They have feel a strong hostility against another heaven and become blinded with serious battle whenever there's an encounter. They are an aloof group of racers who do not tolerate compromise in racing or tuning. Oh, they really take this hobby quote-unquote seriously. Alright, saving right there. And time to take out Breathless. So hopefully, once we spawn in on Manba, the first person is the last person of Breathless. And I think this is the last person of Breathless. And ironically, it's the Legacy Wagon. The weaker members of Breathless start off with these. So he should not give us problems, and if our calculations are correct, we should be starting at the before the toll gate, and that should definitely guarantee us a victory. And here comes the team leader. Second generation landlady. I'm liking the build of her GTO though. Just saying. I've seen really poor GTO builds, but this one takes the cake in a good way. And see, this is what I mean by planning smart. Less effort, less hassle, except for staying in Gear 2. Underwhelming, I know, but if you're after 100% completion, you gotta do what you gotta do. And clearing this, we're gonna come back here one more time and deal with... Now, we are going to deal with Cram Instructor's FTO. And since we already unlocked the GTO before, we do not unlock anything from beating second generation landlady. But we're gonna switch to the FTO, save our progression, and now the last rival in the clockwise, hopefully, is ours. Hopefully is an understatement. Okay, I take it back. It's not an understatement. There he is. Alright, Cram Instructor is in a, looks to be like a C West body kitted FTO, and we're in an FTO as well, just without the Wang. So we're posing a bit like an FTO GR at this point. But we're almost the same power-wise. Almost. But I think he's housing the weaker exhaust. And us without the aerodynamic balance. So we're lighter and handle better in the corners, but we do not have any stability at all whatsoever. And I think it's a bad idea to actually face him off in the rain as well. No, stay behind me. So in terms of drivetrain specific machines, the FTO is like your only good option in Nagoya. I mean at front wheel drives, among front wheel drives. And if ever we lose this, which I would be surprised if we did, if that ever happens, I'm just gonna laugh it off because it's just a wonder anyway. No one that special. And I'm selling this FTO right off the bat. It's bad! Aside from taking out the wing, it's kind of bad. You got the power, but everything else is just bad. Alright, and on this note, we're actually going to take a field trip back to... wait. Right, switch first to Daiki. No, not... Why do I keep trying to purchase a new car? Okay, so buy the Z again. Save. Sell DFTO. Buy the L6 engine. Turbo to be exact, because you can't go wrong with the L6 turbo. Look at that power! We're gonna move to Osaka and find that rival once again. So Fire Legend is in Wangan Inn. So we're gonna go to Wangan Inn and find him. Hopefully he appears now. And people actually clarified to me that you don't need an engine swap to face off against Fire Legend, but rather, if you want to fight Fire Legend, you just gotta be in a car that has an L6 engine in it. Okay, and there he is. Pretty low-key decent R34. And now let's see how strong the L6 engine swap is. Yep, definitely sounds like a GTR engine. It's a little heavy. A little. Ow. But yeah, Fire Legend shouldn't give us any trouble whatsoever. But now that we're here on this long straight, it should be just fine. Oh, we're hitting 200 miles per hour in Gear 5! That is surprising, but I would also predict that our Gear 6 is gonna be relatively weak, since it's gonna be a very expanded gear. So in terms of Osaka rivals, we only got one left, which is stalking Radiant Storm. Yeah, Radiant Storm. We need to beat Team Alpha on Tokyo. So once we fight Team Alpha, I think this is gonna be the first team that we're gonna fight on the list. That's our first objective, just to clear out Osaka for good, so we can focus on Tokyo for everything else. And now, Harani Kanjo, Phantom Spectacle. He's a certified GTR killer, so we need to be in a GTR for this. Kuso Chipman says that we need to beat at least 100 rivals in Nagoya. And how many did we beat so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, nice, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 95. So as soon as we clear 5 more, between Shake Hips, Tribute J, Purple Bull, and Another Heaven, Kuso Chipman should appear. But you know what? Let's see how good the L6 engine could be in this side of the Higashimeihan before we make a cut. So back to Nagoya. Force in, and this is our starting ramp at this point forward. So we're gonna start Komaki out every time. What I'm actually thinking, if Tribute J is the last team, we're probably gonna start here on Manba, so that we can take the entire fight here in the Kanjo. You see? See, big brain move by Miyogi right here. I deliberately kept Face-to-Fate's last team leader away for a reason. So the moment we fight Manba on the last member of Tribute J, J appears, and then we fight the Face-to-Face guy in the Kanjo. Flame Dragon appears, and then the 3 dragons appear. And we're all gonna stick it in the Kanjo. We're gonna stick our faces into the Kanjo and make sure it stays there. Screw the Higashimeihan. I am claustrophobic as hell. Well, not technically, but only in this game. And I'm not gonna take any tolerance for that that matter. Okay, so let's get 5 people out of the way and get the Wanderers out of the way. So solo moment first. So that way, as soon as we clear the Wanderers, the only ones left will be the remainder of the teams and the bosses for the next episode. Okay, Gear 2 so far is wide enough so that we do not have that much wheel spin. It kind of gave us a 4-wheel drive feel on a rear-wheel drive machine. And the power though is very extensive, 720 horsepower, my god. Looky, 203, 205. We did 212 with the V6 NA engine. But here, our acceleration is like double of that. And kind of better if you ask me. And if you ask me, Miyogi, which do you prefer, East or West Higashimeihan? And to that, I tip of my hat to the East Higashimeihan. Alright, I also noticed that we got boost. So, question is, wait, do I have it activated? I don't think I do. But anyway, engine's a bit more responsive, I'll have to say. Or maybe it's just because I'm so comfortable with the L6 engine, being a GTR fanboy. Okay, so a couple of Tribute J is going to be here as well. Anyone who's a huge fanboy of J in here, I'm gonna save them for the next episode. So we're just counting to 5 here, and we have not faced off against anyone in this side or in this lane of the Higashimeihan. So this is number 2. And no, we do not have our boost activated. A scramble boost is turned off because we didn't initiate any boost at all yet. This makes me want to try out the other V engine. Okay, so that's number 2 down. Number 3 is next. So far we can take most of the fights in Gear 5 and stay on Gear 5. We don't need to shift to Gear 6. Gear 6 feels more like a failsafe, or it's because we also didn't mess with the gearbox, with the transmission, like I said earlier in the beginning of the episode. So this is the stock transmission of the L6 Turbo. It can get the job done, but definitely not on its peak potential. So the third one's the Beetle RSI Brand Addiction. That Louis Vuitton is a thing back in the 2000s. I think Brand Addiction kind of has a huge collection of that. That's number 3 down. So 2 more left and we should be good against the Wanderer. 2 of them to be exact. Okay, good. Still shake hip. So original taste. Did I read that right? Original taste? That's his name? Just an FTO, not much of a problem here. Our problem starts once we get down to Mamba. Okay, shake your hips from side to side like what I'm doing. Come on, that is the name of your team, right? Okay, this is number 4. And number 5 should be right there. Easy pick it, slow and steady. Careful. We're kind of a bit more stable here than with the... Oh my god, I got misled by that. And number 5 is just right down there and just entered Mamba number 5. I heard Mamba is the actual name of this world, not Mamba. Though I'm seeing a flaw, understeer is much more obvious with the L6 Turbo. So I guess that's something that cannot be removed no matter what. It's like a GTR curse. And I know this L6 Turbo is based on the R34 because of the 6-speed tranny. J Fanatic, fine, I'll take you out right now. Everyone else, next episode. Yeah, by how you dress up your car, because I've seen videos of the legendary J, and you're really flexing his body kit. Yeah, with the L6 engine as well, we're kind of unstoppable. So whether it's the L6 or the V6 NA, we're a powerhouse. Okay, no one dares to fight us, and there's one last person left. And I think that's already the 5th, yeah, so that should already be a 100. Oh my god, I thought he Houdini was. Here I was thinking we got Houdini. You are the collector. No, you're Tribute J. No. So we're gonna go back home. Added parts. Weight reduction! Yes! I needed that! Okay. Body. The body. Yes, that's it. And I'm actually going to think of something here. So, go right tuning shop. If you think that the V6 was good enough, well, the V8 not much, but we get 700 flat. I think its peak curve is on a much lesser RPM, but no, we're gonna stick with the V6 NA. Saving because we do not want to lose that V6. And alright, our last objective before I end this game is to get Crowuchiha out. So we're gonna skip out everyone, we're gonna travel at least until we get to Gabala. Then right after that one is that we get to face Turboman. And Turboman has 2 requirements. Requirement number 1 is that... Okay, not you. Requirement number 1 is that you need to beat Crowuchiha. And requirement number 2 is that we need to be in an NA. And this is perfect for that. Oh crap, I just realized our transmission! We need to set it back. You see, we should be at a 205, the same as the L6. But without the tranny, it's nothing. No, your tribute J. No. Heading to the pits. If we can enter the pits. Yep, pit lane. We need to tune the trend. Yep, I knew it. Alright, let me just get out my guide here. I have a actual guide for note guide for the transmission actually. And okay, so gear 5 is 1.27, 1.62, and 2.1, and then 3.31. Alright, there we go. Now we are set. And continue on to the Higashimeihan. Okay, oh my god, there's a lot of you silver boys out there. I said, no, I don't want to beat your S14 ass. Alright, hopefully these two down here. No! Hopefully those two, is at least one of them is the Gimbala. Oh, thank you. Oh, no thank you! Nice. Alright. Push your way. Be in gear 3 to not induce wheel spin. Please be the Gimbala. Oh no, you're an FD. Oh. Alright, I'll take you on. Night material. So this time it's purple bullet. And a wingless FD, nice. Good looking for that matter. And I am so sorry. You have two ways to actually clear out on the Higashimeihan. Bait them into traffic and ensure your victory, or be a skilled edgy boy and try to slalom around traffic without getting hit or without getting caught. Alright, let's just clear out these other guys, as long as they're not Tribute J. Alright, this S14's gotta go. Yesterday once more. He looks like a fanboy of Illusion Beat, just with a different spoiler. Starting to feel that at Nagoya, I think this is already encoded to be really bad on the coding. Maybe. Just maybe. The FPS drop when at Nagoya is just blah. We didn't have that at Osaka, nor do we have that in possibly Tokyo. Hopefully Tokyo doesn't. But even in the hardware, that is the big issue of the game itself. Oh yes, that was good. Yeah, even the sounds kind of get a little buggy. Really, we don't need to entertain anyone from the other side anymore. I'm liking this. No, no Tribute J. No fanboys. I'm not trying to replace our Kamiyoshi, okay? No. Okay, staying away from that TDR. Six and such. Hey. Up, spin out. I'm kidding. Alright. A edgy, like, Night Reef, an FD. An edgy FD. So hopefully right after this, Kuso Chipman should at least be one of the 3 guys at the very bottom right there. This FD should not give us problems as long as we don't act like an idiot and spin out or hit something along the way. So a little more straight, and we should be a little more straight, we should be entering the junction. No! Ah! Oh my god, super pain! Are you okay? You are not okay. The FD had it much worse than we did. Just 2 more. Hopefully one of the 2. I think the 3rd one redeemed us. Acceleration between the V6NA and the L6 Turbo seems to be pretty equal, though we can sustain Gear 5 much longer. Because this one can only go up, This one can only go up until 190-ish. Caramel Boy in a yellow caramel Evo 6? No, it's a 5. It's a 5. Sporting an Evo 4 wing. A very tall Evo 4 wing. Hopefully the last one should be Kuso Chipman. But I think, and this is just a thought, but I think the team leader will be coming out. So see, as soon as we get to Mamba, the frame rate stabilizes, but while we're the Higashimeihan, it doesn't. Oh, that was dangerous. That was absolute yabai. Ow. Caramel Boy seems to be the strongest on the list. Yeah, I sense it now. Team leader's gonna come out right after we beat him. Oh no! Wow! No, he's not. He's not showing up. Alright, let me just cut it real quickly here and jump back into the scene. I'm also gonna save, by the way. Okay, so we're just checking here on the rival list. Oh no, not there. Shake Hips is about to come out. Purple Bullet is halfway. 3 more on Tribute J, staying away from those 3. So, I Love J, The Collector, and Tenmusu Prince are not gonna be touched. Another Heaven? Yeah, I'm thinking Another Heaven will be in the next episode. And I think we have met the requirements now to fight off Kuso Chipman. Okay, wait, save. So Another Heaven is going to be on the next episode, and Tribute J as well. So now we're only focusing on Shake Hips and Purple Bullet. Because we need to get that damn Wanderer out. We need to scare that Wanderer into fighting us. So are you... Tribute J. Bye-bye. I'm not attacking your Oshi, okay? I'm a big Oshi. He's also my Oshi. hopefully this next one is someone from Purple Bullet or Shake Lips. Or even better, hopefully the Wanderer. Another! Oh my god! No! No, 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 no. You guys are relentless, aren't you? I love Jay. Oh my god, you guys are really relentless. When I say no, no, no. I am not going to fight you. Also, the turn-ins on the Higashimeihan are much smoother compared to the West. Except that. I just realized the transmission maybe not, yeah, I'm starting to feel that the transmission may be not utilized at all. The final gear, I forgot to switch out the final gear. Should be a 3.69. I'm not just saying that because of that. You guys! Really? Why are you all in a straight conga line? Come on, Jay's not even gonna have a concert. He disappeared from the Nagoya expressways. Remember? If you don't remember that, then you better remember. Hopefully it's this guy now. Oh, Gembala! Finally! At last! At last, Karussell Chipman. Okay, among the Gembalas, his is the closest good-looking one. And I'm just saying that on the basis of color. Alright, so Karussell Chipman is here, and hopefully once he's beaten, Turboman is ready to fight. Stabilize that rear. See, the Gembalas can keep up with you, no problem. But they would, if the moment you reach a much higher speed than they do, they would just keep a constant pace. I spoke too soon about constant pace. I'm so sorry, Karussell Chipman. Okay, no one challenging us yet. Alright. Oh my god, scary. So those last three are all... Oh! Okay! Another heaven just appeared. But like I said, clearing them all out is entirety is going to be on the next episode. So hopefully we get to go to a pit stop just for the sake of, well, setting up the final gear and getting Turboman to spawn in. But I think Turboman's gonna spawn in on the next day. Yep, this should be fine as it is for us. You know what, let's just clean house for the rest. As long as it's not Tribute J, okay? And then that's where we're gonna end the episode. Turboman, you can get ready in the next step, alright? Oh wait, pit, ow. Okay, car settings first, transmission. Yup, I knew it, should be 3.69. Nice. And rival list, Wanderer, so Turboman, the ringleader who drew in his younger brother Karussell Chipman into the world of battle. He's intent on thoroughly beating racers who drive an enemy machine to show them the greatness of Turbo. There's a Eurobeat somewhere there. I'm sure of it. But if he spawns in today, good. If he doesn't, well, there's still the next step. Okay. Don't be the Tribute J Conga line, please. The reason being that we wanted a 3.69 is that it's for us as well to utilize the top final gear, which is gear 6. Because unlike with the L6 Turbo, the gear 6 of the V6 NAs are really strong on the upper fields. And wait, there you are, not Crystal Chipman, not Tribute J. Peaceful Minba. Okay, this is gonna trigger the team leader, I just know it. Not even gonna bother. Peaceful... Oh, he's Korean! Is he? Peaceful Bibimba. Or is just missing the P? And... oh wow. He lived through that one. This area does not have traffic. I am pretty sure that these guys are gonna destroy me. Oh wow, look at that conga line! Okay, back to the Kanjo, and yep, I was right, team leader also. This is gonna be our last team leader for the day. And it is an Evo! Sweet Veronica! Oh-ho! It's a female driving this Evo. And we are in the Kanjo! Oh my god, did you really have to start off the race by literally shaking your hips? I don't know if that was hot or inappropriate. Yep, that was definitely inappropriate. No class at all. No, we are not wall grinding. Partly wall grinding. But, case in point, okay, so this is where we're actually going to officially cut the episode right here. We've accomplished most of our missions. Shake Hips is out, so we're only left with Purple Bullet, Tribute J, Another Heaven, Turbo Man, and then the bosses. But I'm actually good enough with the progression that we got for today. So, by the way, I'd just like to give a shout out to my current Patreons for helping me, support this. And if you wanted to support further, links are in the video description below for my Patreon, my PayPal, my Ko-fi, or if you're from the Philippines, there's the Gcash. But yeah, I am really glad that we got all of these out. And if ever the frame rate of this video is not as up to par as the previous apps, I'm sorry guys. I don't know if it's in my encoder, because I never changed the settings of my encoder. Starting to think that's actually a thing in Nagoya. Even in the soft copy ISO, I think that also happens even with the hardware version. But that's something beyond the capacity now. So, next time, we are going to close the book in Nagoya so that we can come back into our home turf Tokyo. So again, objectives for next week. Turbo Man, the last 3 of the West Higashimeihan. We're gonna big brain our way through the bosses. And you're gonna join me on that one in the next episode. This is Miyogi saying see you guys in the next part.